Yeah, I didn't realize how much yap there was in the last week thingy. So I'm gonna try to not do as much. I didn't realize I watched that many this month, especially when you have to sort of review them. I don't want to speed it. But I feel like there's gonna be a lot to cut out because it's gonna be an hour long, and it's gonna be very it's gonna be very annoying to edit. So coincidentally and not on purpose, on April 20th, I watched Smiley Face, which it was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I wouldn't say it's the funniest, but that's just because I can't think of a list right now. It's definitely my top four comedies of all time. It's literally on YouTube for free. This is by Greg Araki, and he's made my third favorite movie, Mysterious Skin. So I kind of knew I was gonna like it, but it just kind of it was sort of depending on what they were going for. And this is the most non-Greg Araki movie. Like it's not depressing at all. It's the opposite. I haven't seen Anna Faris in any other movie, I think, but this makes me really want to watch Scary Movie because her performance was amazing. I'd want to talk about the ending, but it's a bit. I mean, I do kind of talk about spoilers, but not really. I'm a bit vague, but I like that actions actually have consequences, and it's kind of trying to sell a message for people that are in the main character's shoes, which I really liked because I'm definitely the audience. Yeah, there's not much to be said. It was really good. Hush. It was okay. It was alright. I'm probably not gonna watch it again, but it was good. It's like a 3 out of 5. It's good, but it's like, you know, oh, I did not like this one that much. I mean, it was still okay, but it's just a worse version of Evil Dead Rise, which I love. I love that movie, but this was just it was a watered down approach and one that I couldn't really mess with. It was a bit too jump scare horror. I'm definitely not gonna rewatch it again. There were bits I did like. The opening was really good. The cinematography was pretty good. I liked the ending, but not enough to rewatch the whole thing. Okay. This was a really controversial movie. Mainly because of one thing, and that's the AI usage, which I do agree with. It's the only thing that made me put a point down because I don't get how you can have an A-list actor and not pay someone to draw 8 images. And the usage is so small that it doesn't play a role in the movie at all, but at the very most, just use a stock image or something. I don't know. You really did not have to use AI because this is such a good movie. It's so creative, and that just goes against everything when you use AI. So it's really hard to like this when you just have stuff like that spitting in your face. I would still say to watch it, but if you don't, I completely understand. Pretty Lethal. I heard a lot about it. I heard a lot of not good things. And when I looked at the people I follow, what they thought about it, there was still some positive stuff, but no one was glazing it. So my expectations were really low. I didn't know Uma Thurman was in it, and you completely wasted her role. She didn't need to be like the main character or anything, but I feel like she was sort of a big character, but not at the same time because of how messy the third act was. It seemed a lot like there was definitely a lot cut. I feel like this could have been better if it was a bit longer, but then it would have been to make this a perfect length thing with all the things that they're setting up. It could have been like 3 hours. I feel like since this was straight to video, they could have just made it a 3 episode miniseries. Maybe that's just me. Maybe 3 hours is a bit too long. Maybe 2.5. That's still a bit too long, especially for it's not really a slasher movie, but one of these sort of like it is very much a popcorn movie. But I feel like there could have been so much more depth in done because again, there is a lot that they did well. It was just that the execution was really just not there. And I said maybe because there were aspects I did like, and this could be a very niche movie. It just didn't do it for me personally. It was still good, but there was too many negatives to overlook everything that I did. This movie is underrated. I've never seen anyone really talk about it. Saved was really good. It was a bit unhinged, especially at the start and then at the end. It's pretty much Bama's Cheerleader, but with religious school. Not really, but there's parallels. They're not exactly the same, but I just sort of got that vibe. And what I did like was I thought it was going to take a different turn, but it didn't. This is just a feel-good movie that you can probably watch. This is definitely someone's comfort movie. I loved all the characters and all the performances. I feel like I'd want it to be I did say it was unhinged, and I really did like that aspect. I would have liked it to be a bit, just a little bit more, but I saw that's not really what they were going for. And I don't think that many things aged poorly. I think it aged pretty well, but that could just be me. I think this is a good movie. It might not be for everyone. I might be very biased, but I would say to watch it. Okay. Bling Ring was really good. I liked it a lot. There was something missing that didn't really blow my mind. If you want some 2000s nostalgia, then definitely watch it. Because it has that in the music, the costumes, and obviously the way people acted, because this was based on a true event. I liked pretty much everything about it. It was just, there wasn't anything that really blew me away, and I wasn't glued to my seat, obsessed with every single aspect. But I did like it a lot. Okay. This one might confuse some people, because it's not good. I know it's not good, but I love it. I gave this 4.5 stars. I know objectively it's not like that, but for me, it's everything I would want in a low budget 2000 slasher. It is so trashy. It is not good, but I love it for the fact that it's not good. I love the start. I feel like if the whole movie played like the first 20 minutes, this would have been a 5 for me. Again, it is fun. I love the dialogue, and you can tell that the people making it are having fun with it, especially at the end where they have the outtakes sort of montage thing. The only problem I do have is that it's a slasher movie that has off-screen kills. This is a slasher movie. That's not what they do, and that's not what they were going for. My only theory for off-screen kills is probably a budget thing, maybe, because again, this is a very low budget movie. But I would still watch it. This is a comfort movie. It's probably going to be a yearly rewatch movie for me. I watched it last year, and I had the idea of watching it again this year just to see how much I liked it, because I did watch it very late, and the ending was just kind of a blur. But no, I really like it. And this was a early screening for Hokum. I really wanted it to be Obsessed, so I might have been a bit salty that it wasn't the movie I wanted. I think it had a really good start. It is a bit generic of, oh, there's a figure there, he points a light, it's gone. There's a lot of jump scares. It's very loud equals scary. This is definitely a horror movie for people that watch one horror movie a year, which isn't a bad thing, obviously, but it's just not something I would want to watch personally. I do like the murder mystery aspect, and I do think that they attempted to go for something unique, but was probably held back from the fact that it needed to be a bit more commercial. So they played it a bit more safe, made it a bit more generic. But I can really tell that they were trying to do something unique, but it just did not work at all for me. And people did like it. I don't understand the appeal at all, but I'm glad people like it. It's just, this really did not do it for me. And especially that ending. There were some parts that were a bit unpredictable that I did like, but overall I didn't like it. And it's a bit of a rough month for horror. So I wanted to watch something that I thought was good, but I saw a lot of people I followed praise it, and kind of thought, what were people thinking? Because I thought it was good, but not as good as other people I follow were saying. And then the year anniversary was coming up, so I decided to rewatch it. You're next. It's just a fun slasher movie that managed to be really funny. Probably has the most creative kills I've seen in a while. The ending, can't forget the ending. The door scene, love that. It was a successful rewatch because I did like it a lot more. There's not that many times where I like a movie less on a rewatch, I'm usually just sort of the same, but when I can enjoy a movie a lot more, it gets me excited to watch it another time, because it could be one of those movies where I just watch it again and again and I like it more, or it could just be it remains stagnant, or I like it less, which I don't think I will with this movie. It might just stay the same. I don't know. This is a movie I was going to watch on Christmas as well. I had a playlist of Christmas movies, and this isn't even a Christmas movie. So I'm glad I didn't watch on Christmas. I mean, there was a scene on Christmas, I think, but I feel like that was like a 10-minute little scene. Unfortunately, the movie didn't do well because of the timing it came out. They did test screenings around September 2001 of a movie that's really dark, and people just weren't in the mood to watch something like that, which I completely understand. So it just kind of fell into the abyss of obscurity, other than the people that still remember it. I don't really remember how I even discovered this movie. It's been on my watch list for a while, and then I saw the DVD somewhere and decided to get it. It has a little interactive mode, which I like, but I haven't actually used it yet. I just think the idea is really cool. And it's about the actual movie. Chris Lemche, who you probably know from Ginger Snaps, Final Destination, and another one. He kind of stood out. He was sort of the best character here. There was really good tension. And this is one of those movies where I wouldn't say nothing happens, but if you want a slasher movie, this isn't a slasher movie, but if you want a movie with like constant scary shit happening, this isn't it, because all of that happens in the last 20 minutes, I'd say. The rest of the movie is just building up to it. And obviously there are people that go, and things do actually happen plot-wise, but I would say before the last 20 minutes, it was at like a 6. It was at a 6, and then it was at a 10 in terms of the tension. My only problem was the ending was a bit. It was a bit rushed. The concept was really unique. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna say a spoiler, so just go to the next movie if you don't want to watch it. I would highly recommend to watch it though, especially if you're a horror person. I think the killer reveal was way too obvious. Like, it was painfully obvious. I'm someone that can't really pick up on twists, and I kind of just go along with the flow so I can be surprised when it happens. But I thought, oh, that was a bit of a red flag, and then I was right. I'm not saying it's a bad ending, because it had a bad ending. Like, the main character is implied to be dead. It was just that it kind of just happened. It was a bit rushed. That's my only gripe with it. I'm okay with the main character not making it out type of endings. That's fine. It was just, do it well, and it was kind of weak in a good movie. Also, it was really funny at times. Anyways, The World's End. It was just good. Nothing crazy. It's my least favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. I would go The World's End, Shaun of the Dead, and the other one is the best. I forgot the name of it, but it's that, I forgot the name of it, but that's the best one by far. This is still good. I got some Doctor Who vibes from it. I mean, Simon Pegg, obviously, he's just funny, and he carried the movie with his back, but even that was enough for me to love it. I liked it, I didn't love it. Okay. Forbidden Fruits is pretty much, a lot of people said this, but it's pretty much like a Gen Z The Craft. If we're comparing this movie to The Craft, then it's not even a competition. The Craft beats it in every way, and I'm the target audience. I don't think they were intentionally going for the Craft thing, so my expectations might have been a bit skewed, because that's what I was hearing a lot. So I was really excited to hear the whole witchy aspect, and there was pretty much nothing there. Like, there was some things, but it was not what I was expecting. It was a great opening. Loved the first 20 minutes. It was definitely unique. We needed another like shopping center mall horror. Everyone's performances were good. Character decisions were a bit weird. There was one performance that stood out, and I can't say who it is because it's a spoiler, but the main villain had the best performance. It was night and day compared to everyone else. Okay, now it's spoilers. And I'm glad she's the only one that is alive, because if they were to do a sequel, that's the only character I would care about, but I don't really care about the sequel, considering that it seems that if they were to do the sequel, it seems that's going to be even further from the witch stuff, which I'm not really a fan of. Maybe they could be cooking. I did write on my Letterboxd review that I was excited for a sequel, and I still am, but not really. It just really depends on what happens. Because I do like the character's performance, but that's really all that's keeping me interested. But I'm still going to be seated at the sequel. It was a little disappointing, but I still liked it. But I can't really glaze it that much. Also, I love the shout out to Final Destination. That was cool. Okay. Archie's final project, which isn't the actual title. It's an alternative title. I can't say the name of the actual movie. I can see how people would be annoyed at the main character, because he's just very annoying. You would not want to be in a room with him if you actually met him. I think it's good representation of someone that's going through what he's going through, especially at that age. I feel like if I watched this when I was really young, it would have helped a lot. And considering the time it came out, I feel like it's a bit too ahead of its time. If it came out now, people would eat it up, which I really wish people would watch it now. I think the character decisions are pretty realistic. I still don't know how I feel about the ending, to be honest. But it was a good artsy movie, and not on the nose about anything, I would say. Please watch this. I wouldn't say this is the best I watched this month, but if the title or anything I said intrigues you, I'd highly recommend to watch it. If it doesn't, then don't, because I feel like this is it's not niche, but it's either going to be very much for you or not for you. Yeah, that was everything. I really hope the editing process isn't that bad. It would be cool if I could do next month, but knowing me, it might not happen. But I'm going to try. I'm really going to try and be consistent. I'm really bad at being consistent, so I want to try and do it, because I like doing this. Next month, it might not be as many movies, because I'm watching 2 TV shows right now, just taking a lot of time. But I'm literally going to the theater. I'm going to the cinema today, so that's going to be... This is going to be my first movie this month.